Hello, 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 hello. It's your boy, Hike and Plays, back at it again. Look at me go. Alright. We're getting a TCG unboxing One Piece card? We're not. I'm sorry. I couldn't wait. So I did it. I opened the box without you guys. Sorry. Maybe, like, you know what? Maybe at some point I'll buy another box. Maybe. I just want to see if we're live yet. There we go, cool. There we go, cool. Alright, that's now working. Hey Sep, hey Bala, hey everybody. Kaleem, how you doing? Right, let's go to live chat. Let's go to this. Let's go here and all the other places. There we go. Okay, let's I'm gonna share the link to the videos because a lot's happening today. And it's going to be fun, I promise. I promise it's going to be an unusually long stream. I'm hoping I'm not going to run out of energy and we're going to just do the whole thing. So, be excited. Right. We are live talking TCG, then training, and finally watching all the tournament matches. There we go. Right, this is what we're doing today. We are going to be doing some TCG stuff. We are then going to move on to do some training, and then we're going to finish up with some fun tournament stuff, because it is the last day of the tournament. Those of you who are watching the tournament will hopefully enjoy as we watch through all the games. And then you guys can give me all the spiel on what's good, what's bad, what's in between, whatever, right? So, one more place to post it. I swear, we're done. Right, I am going to start watching you beautiful people in the chat. So, how's everyone doing? The SX is looking mad nice. I know, right? Yukin, how are you doing? You're back. Dude, I missed you. Hey, Ken, how does one get a full team for the new season? I don't know. Hey man, just recently started watching your videos. It's been helping me out a lot in the game. Tyler, thank you so much. If you have any questions, do feel free to ask though. I will try and get around to answering them all. Because, you know, that's just what I do. Right, I'm actually going to just switch things up a tad. You only have 3 cards, what do I do? That is how the season's going to start. It's going to start slow, and then we're going to hopefully get into it. Right. By the way, I haven't prepped this part. So I haven't prepped this part of the stream, so bear with me. And I'm hoping people are going to be able to tell me how things go. If I do this, and then do screen capture, and we'll capture that. Does that work? The answer is no. Now it does. Sweet. Okay. Okay. Any predictions? No, we'll do all the predictions as well, Kaleem. What I want to do, Kaleem, is I want to get this bit done, so it's done out the way, and then we'll do the predictions, we'll do the training, and then we'll jump into the tournament. Is the tournament coming down to the wire? It is. There's 8 points between first and second. It's going to be very close, this tournament. How do I get more currency to summon? You're free to play. Just keep training and you'll get gems. My OnlyFans leaked. Whew. I wish I had OnlyFans. Why are there S1 and S0 separated? Cool, let me explain that. So, from what I... You know what, let's make this into a video format. Let me jump into El Recorderino mode. Let me do that. And I'm going to try and reply to you guys in the process of this video. And also it means I get a video posted about the new stuff, which hopefully is going to earn me some, you know, cookie points with, what's his name? With Hib. There you go. If I pop that in there, then all of a sudden it means that anyone that does know something that I haven't covered, they can also let me know. So, there you go. Shameless little plug all of a sudden. Right, let's go put this in recording for my questions, so ping me in it. Wait, recording from your... Yeah, I'm gonna have to, aren't I? Right, boys, let's talk all things PWC. So, hello, you beautiful people. Welcome back to the video. Today, I want to talk to you about Blue Lock TCG. Now, it's been a very long time since we've done a video on Blue Lock TCG, but they have finally announced that Season 1 is here. This is something that I've been waiting for a very, very long time, and I'm super excited to say that Season 1 is here. It's important to note that they are in a alpha/beta mode right now, so if I'm not wrong, progress might get deleted at some point. While they just make sure that everything's working. So if there are any bugs, that's going to be fixed, and then everything should be sort of rolling. But it does mean we get our first look into Season 1, which is mega exciting. I'm going to talk you through all these points, and if you guys have questions, I've got chat literally above my head. Normally they're there, so I'm used to that, but they're there. So I'm going to try and reply to them as well as we go. But for now, let's talk Season 1 and, I guess, what it means. So, with Blue Lock TCG Season 1, you are still going to be able to play what we call Season 0, which is the original, you know, the non-season based stuff, so you're going to still be able to do that. But Season 1 comes with its little fun perks. Firstly, you're only allowed Blue Lock cards in Season 1. There are going to be no customs, so ignore customs. It's only going to be Blue Lock cards, and the currency is slightly different. We are getting a blue currency because... you know, Blue Lock. Are you going to talk about TCG? I'm talking about TCG, then we're going to move on to some PWC content. TCG for like a few minutes. Right. So, this means that you will have two collections. You are going to have a Season 1 collection, and then you're going to have a sort of all-season collection, which is, you know, your original game. So you've not lost any of your old cards, you've not lost any of your old coins. It just means Season 1, we get to start afresh. What's really cool about Season 1 is it's entirely free to play. That means where previously you could use Patreon and other perks to get stuff, you cannot do that on Season 1. Season 1, everyone is starting on a fresh plane. Every single person has to get into the grind. There is no easy way of getting a foothold and getting an advantage. So we are starting completely from scratch. Here is the little infographic. I'm hopefully going to be able to, I'll have a link in the description of this video for when this video is live, so you guys can come and see these posts. But the way it works is, I can zoom in, that's nice, is they're going to be doing some balancing of content. So the seasonal mode, Season 1 and future seasons, will have exclusive packs for dailies, weeklies, and other things like Arena. You're going to just do /arena/claim, and they're all going to work. Now, for your all-time mode, when you're going to be doing a claim, it's /0 and then the old commands. So they're all going to work, but they're going to be on /0, just so you know. That might change, who knows? I think there's currently a poll going about whether or not they should change that, but that is how it's working at the moment. So you can have two separate currencies and two separate collections. That's all working sort of separately. If you're a Patreon user and, you know, have been supporting the game, you can still do that. You will be making, I guess, let's call it the red coin system. So like you've got the old content, the Season 0 content, that's where you can be spending your Patreon points. They have rejigged the current Patreon, so we can go over what gems you can, you know, you still utilize and what perks you can still get. But for Season 1, none of that matters. It's all about that free to play grind. So both modes are going to be updated from what I understand, with a big focus on Season 1 moving forward for now. Season 1 is going to launch with some Blue Lock cards, and then there's going to be some key differences compared to the Legacy mode. I really should call it the Legacy mode throughout this video, right? Someone asked me who's my favourite character in Blue Lock. I'm going to say Butcher. Right, so what's changing in Season 1? The official Blue Lock cards are still available? Yes. Blue Lock customs are available, yes. Actually, that's a point. You are supposedly going to be able to make Blue Lock customs. I don't know if that's available immediately, but it will be down the line. And then, you know, for regular customs, that's not available, as I said, so that's important. So, again, they sort of explain why they're doing this. It's just to sort of give people a fresh start and, you know, hopefully keep the game going. If we come over to the claims pack, we could do a /claim. You can see that in our claim, we've got /0 claim. That's for our old claim. But we could do a /claim and do the normal claim. So this is for Season 0. As you can see, we are getting a very cool different card design. We only got Gargomaru, but that's okay. We'll take that. We can also do /0 then claim. So we could do /0 then claim, and that's going to give us the old cards, so we could just quick sell that. That's not an issue. Pretty much every command's going to have a /, as I said, 0 and a /, normal. So there we go. We got our daily done, and we got our weekly done. Right now, that is the only way to get cards. We can't do our weekly, so I've already claimed it. The other way is, of course, packs. But remember, guys, that we're going to need some coins before we can get some packs, and right now we don't have any, so I won't be able to showcase packs, but it's going to operate in the exact same way that the old packs did. So again, if we go there, I shouldn't have any packs here either. Oh, I do. We can open that. So it will work exactly the same way. Okay, I forgot that I signed up to Patreon. I still haven't gotten rid of my Patreon, so I'm still supporting this game. So let's open my packs. We got Kuroko, we got Eren Yeager, and we got Tabito Korosu, which is lovely. We'll do some premium ones. Boom, boom, boom. Fair enough. Premiums can always go bad, right? But yeah, Season 0 is going to bring a whole new set of cards and a whole new set of competitiveness. It's got its own arena, it's got its own sort of everything. So if you guys are excited to start this game, link will be in the description. Go and join, and hopefully we'll start Season 0 together. The other things that are changing, if we come into the news tab, you're going to be able to see that things like clubs are going up to 15. I think it was 10 before. Wait, no, clubs were always 15, weren't they? I don't know if clubs are changing. I can't remember if 10 was... I might be confusing PWC and TCG. I think clubs have always been 15, so ignore me. But yeah, that is it. Boys, I'm going to wrap that video up there because I'm going to waffle otherwise. I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover originally, and I assume we've got all the questions out the way. But I don't know if we're Balor, I don't know if we're making a club. I don't know, but I'm probably going to make custom synergy at some point. So if you guys want to take part in that, we can maybe do a community-based custom synergy, like all of us combined. And guys, if you're in the comment section, write down if you want to take part in that. Maybe we'll do it. Everyone can submit a custom, and we'll make it the hike and place custom synergy. But yeah, boys, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next videos. Bye! Alright, now that we got rid of them, shall we do our prediction video? Karasi, my boy. Dude, Karasi's awesome. Will auto training work to get blue gems? Yes. It does work, and it's actually quite a good way to get it. The only issue is you're going to probably spend gems to get gems. It's just... you want to just use the free or the stop clocks. If you're using your own gems to do more auto trainings, it's not going to be energy efficient, is it? We got to have a Hiken club. Yeah, I mean, we can make a club and a synergy even. Burger King Nagi custom? Dude, I'm down. It's also on your Discord server or only on the card game Discord. It's going to be on both. You're going to be able to continue playing TCG on my Discord if you wish. So yeah, you can continue playing Blue Lock TCG via my Discord if you want. But if you do want to join, I will put the link in the description. In fact, if we generate a link now, fine, we'll make a 7-day link. You subbed. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, should we get a prediction video going? I mean, I haven't actually prepped this. So, there's a lot of stuff I haven't prepped, as you can tell. Because, I mean, when do I ever prep anything in reality? I never prep anything. I just sort of go. Why aren't you pinging your Discord server on top of chat? So nobody has to ask. Like pinning. That's a good point. Alright, Sep is definitely the... Oh, that's the wrong flipping screen. See, I'm telling you, Sep is the intelligent one here. Right, Hiker plays Discord. Just do an invite people link. You'd think I'd just have a ready link, right? Nope, not me. Alright, cool. Let's pin this one. That's the Hiker plays Discord. Happy? Alright, let's do L prediction video. Well, okay, I've opened the wrong flipping thing. Anyway, that's alright. That's alright. So purple. So purple. Cool. Support cards and character cards. We'll do that. And we'll do that. So slow. What's going on? It's time to break a record. Wait, what record are we breaking? Oh, do you want ultra speed one, bro? I'm never getting a speed. I'm never getting a good speed unit. I genuinely don't think I'm ever getting a good speed unit. I don't have the gear for it. How many 4-stars there are in the game? Right. Let's scroll down. There's Nico. Not even that far off. Should we do a prediction video with Nico? Because we're going to predict Nico. Alright, and we should do a... Let's talk about the new SSRs as well. Because whilst, yes, we're probably going to get Nico and not the SSR, it's still worth talking about the SSR. So, it's going to be this one. I don't think we get it soon. Could we be getting this? We'll see. Right. Boom. Why is that not translating? Good. And good. Fine. You guys ready? I'm finally ready. I also want to know that training a player and power you gets permanent, or can you change it in training? Well, you can keep training the same characters. You can absolutely keep training, so you can keep getting stronger. Which site is that? It's called game8.jp/bluelog PWC. If you go onto there, you'll be able to see it. My eyes, candy. Dude, it's all purple, man. He translated it. Yeah, it's just Google Translate. That's all I'm using. It's just cheeky old Google Translate. Alright. Shall we do El Recorderino? We're going to talk about this boy anyway. Let's do full screen here so that, you know, you're not looking at my desktop. Not that it matters, but, you know, for the sake of the video, we'll do that. Right. 3, 2, 1. Let's do this thing. Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome back to the Like Plays video. Today, I want to talk to you about the predictions for Friday. Now, we have had 2 updates on the game, both times quoting they're fixing bugs, but I think they're doing a little bit more than fixing bugs. I think there's some cool stuff coming out, and I want to talk to you about it. So, on Friday, you know, our standard content day, we are going to be seeing some changes. If we come over to, say, this banner, you can see this ends on the 23rd, which means we're probably not going to get a new SSR until the 23rd. But if we actually come over to here, you can see this ends on the 16th, which is exactly, happens to be Friday. There's a good chance we're going to get a new character, but I'm going to cover an SSR anyway, just in case Imaginary Friend gets replaced with an SSR, and for some reason we just have Shido running. There is a very, very weird chance that something like that happens, which is why we're going to cover an SSR, but we are going to cover a character, which is pretty much guaranteed at this point. So, without further ado, let me flick over to my trusted page of Game 8, and we will talk about the character that's coming out, Nico. So, there is a new Intelligence Nico coming out, and I'm going to tell you now, whether you're a whale or whether you're a free-to-play, this is not a character you should be chasing. It's not that great. It's good, and hopefully you'll find a friend that has it level 100. Hopefully you yourself will not be maxing it, because, honest to God, it's mid, and there is a lot of cool stuff coming out after this. You are going to thank yourself for saving money on this card, because the next few cards are much better. So, this card is mid, I'm telling you now, but we will still go over it. It is going to be an intelligence-based hero. It's got 67% intelligence and actually has some secondary in kick and technique. It does, if I'm not wrong, second in kick, so you know you do get a kick tile from it. Everything else is intel. You get kick practice 15%. You get intelligence 30%. Always increase intelligence, so you're constant 10%. And then you get a further 20% intelligence plus 120% boost, which is all pretty standard stuff. None of this is like insane in any way. When you come further down, you can see that, you know, he does give defense suitability, which is always great if you're training defenders, which typically you are when you're training intel. And then further down, he does have attack controller and infinite ideas. We will talk about the skills quickly. So attack controller, when the skill is activated, the pass will be easier to pass to your teammates. It's an okay skill. I wouldn't say it's OP. We'd have to see it in. I mean, we'd have to see it in action, but it doesn't seem anything OP. And then when you come further down, you're going to be able to see the match skills. It does link with a lot of players. Things like Trifusion, or three-way fusion. I mean, it doesn't have Trifusion, does it? Or where does it? I can't remember if it does or not now. But it has a bunch of different skills. Again, nothing crazy. I wouldn't go crazy with this. It does have good links, though. So with Sakura Sagi, you're looking at a 30% constant link. With Basis Sagi, which no one's going to use it with, it has some links. Again, no one's going to use it with that. With this Rayo, you've got 60% bonus, which isn't terrible. I mean, it's not great either. This is really solid. You're probably going to use the Donkey card with it. 30% wisdom gained is really, really good. It does have a speed buff, which is odd, but there you are. Again, I don't see anyone using it with that. This is the other SSR I want to talk about, so we'll get there. And then, of course, it does link with things like Harasu down the line. But, yeah, this is what I'm saying. This card is very, very mid. This card is very, very... For where we are in terms of power level, this is a very mid card. I think Wales and free-to-play should mostly avoid this. I also am a firm believer that unless Blue Lock makes some big changes, I know a lot of people are already doing this, but a lot of people are going to go free-to-play after this tournament, so pretty much after today. So this is definitely going to fall in that, hey, we're all free-to-play category. I'm not expecting people to top up for this, and I'm probably not going to either. So, you know, I'm sort of swearing on going free-to-play for a little bit. Right, so the next card that I think that could be coming out, which would be a shock, because I don't think this comes out until at least Shido comes out. It's one of the best Intel SSRs for a while, and it's very, very powerful, but it is an Intel SSR, and we're going to be talking about it. So, again, you've got pretty much your standard stuff, 120% lecture bonus, 15% constant, lots of cool stuff there. It has some very powerful tiles. If you like the Shido tiles at times 12, you've got a times 12 for mental imagery now. That's going to be very, very strong. And this green tile is always quite nice as well. Other than that, it has some fantastic links, which we will go over. If you want to make a very, very high intelligence, this is going to be the card for you. The fact that it has a green card and a red card, it feels less taxing than the Shido card, which, you know, is really good. So, actually, the first link is with the Nagi card. You can see it's got a constant 30% intelligence, which means you're going to probably run these two together. Great. The Donkey card, again, phenomenal, 15% here. Just absolutely good stuff. You're probably not going to run it with this card, so we're just going to ignore it. And, I mean, the chances are you're not going to run it with the Kit card either. With Sakura Sagi, this is a great card. Again, another 15%. With Nico, it has a little bit of a buff. It's nothing crazy. And then as you go further down with the Sai card and stuff, it gets really silly. And then later on with Hiyori and, of course, some other cards. This card gets a ton of support down the line, so it stays relevant for a long time. When this does come out, this is something you probably do want to pick up, and you probably will pick up. So, just fair shout there. This is a good card. The last one I'll talk about is, because we've had two back-to-back updates, there is a world where they give us the next EX card. It would be early. Honestly, if they do release this, it would be a little bit early. But they could be releasing it. Alright, so they could be releasing it. I'm not saying they are releasing it, but they could be releasing it. And if they do, this EX card is game-breaking. At level 100, it is the most meta card in the game, like on release. So, not that I'm saying you should go and max in the EX card, but if the EX card does drop, it's going to be sort of meta-shifting. It sort of links with absolutely everything. So outside of physical, I think you pretty much just always run this. It's going to have 120% lecture bonus on release, not 180, but it's going to have so much other things like constant technical. It's going to have other things built into here, and the tiles are very, very, very strong. It's going to have its own set of EX tiles. This is... Sorry, I've got the wrong card. Boys, I've got the wrong card. Give me a second. I've just realised I'm rambling about an EX card. I've just picked the first Psy card that I've seen. That's not the EX card. Boys, that's not the EX card. Where the hell's the EX card? Give me a second. They've moved it. There it is. This is the tile I want to be talking about. Alright, I'm not going to edit that out because you guys can see my stupidity. I do that occasionally. It's not tech. It's very much kick. So it is going to come out with kick bonus. Why did I pick a tech tile and I went off on one? Right. It's a kick tile and it's very, very OP. I'm like, the tiles that make sense. They should have EX on them. Here they are. They are the EX tiles and they are very kick heavy with a little bit of mental imagery. So again, it's a buff to mental imagery as well. And then you've got your different sort of abilities. When you get to level 100, you get some really cool skills. Same as 75 and whatever. And as we scroll down, I just want to talk about the links. This card becomes so important to train with. It gets to the point where you could just run SSRs and the EX cards. Pretty much that's it. You almost don't even need the characters. The bonuses that you get from just this is amazing. So with White Day Rayo, you can see that you're going to get, you know, some extra training bonus with mental imagery. Look at the extra stuff you get with Sakura Sagi, links with the new June Kuni, it links with Shido, you get constant kick, links with, I mean, it just links with everyone. At this point, this card links with flipping everything, and it gets silly with the Sai card, as you can see. So if we actually scroll down, look at the last activation of the Sai. It's like 10% on everything. It's also 10-15% growth on everything. It's fantastic with this. It's just fantastic with everything. It's an EX card from heaven, alright? So, when this card comes, it is going to be game-breaking. Ignore my previous comment on the technical card. I can't believe I did that. I want to, like, just, you know, not talk. But yeah, it just links with absolutely everything. This EX card is game-breaking for a while. So, yeah, other than that, boys, that is it. I think if it's just Nico, we all boycott and we don't spend until Blue Lock fixes their game a little. Other than that, boys, have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace. Boys, I did a dumb. Now that they're gone, I did a dumb, man. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I went and talked about a flipping technical card. While I wasn't meant to be talking about a technical card. I swear to God, only I can be pulling that sort of dumb shit out. I am special. And you know it. You know I'm special. Good news, everyone. We've got an hour till the league matches. We have 1 hour till league matches. So, shall I actually give you guys a rundown on what's happened? So, I'm not allowed to show too much because... Actually, wait, we've all locked in. Entry's locked in, so you guys can't see what's happening anymore. So I guess I can. We still love you no matter how special you are. Marios, thank you so much. I am special. So, it's the final day of the Egoist Survival Tournament. As you can see here in Knights, we have 3 wins. Giga Chad has 3 wins, and Psy number 1 has 3 wins. Pretty much meaning that one of these 3 teams should be winning. I don't think there is really a chance for Gigaland, or Gangland even, to take that. I mean, even if they beat us, it would require Giga Chad and Psy to lose for them to even be in contention, and then it's all about points. But I will talk to you guys about what we're looking at. So, if we come into the rankings, you can see that we have 3 teams on 3 wins, with Psy number 1 needing a very healthy scoreline to be able to overtake the other 2. So, we're actually in a position where, I mean, if you're a Psy number 1 player, I apologize in advance, but it's going to take a miracle for even them to win. They're going to need a 56-0. And then pray that these 2 teams either lose or barely win by anything for them to really leapfrog. So it's really between first and second in Giga Chad and in Knights. Giga Chad did defeat Knights earlier in the tournament, and I'm going to be real with you, Giga Chad's formations and team structure has been absolutely fantastic. There's a reason they're on 128 points. They are taking points off everyone and they are claiming wins. The only team to actually beat them is Psy number 1. So big shout out to them as well, who have been a fantastic team throughout the tournament. In fact, the only team they've lost to is Knights. So Knights have lost to Giga Chad have lost to Psy, and Psy has lost to Knights. That is the, you know, what it is. There are 8 points between Giga Chad and Knight, so assuming both teams win, it's going to take a score of 8 points, which is as simple as 3 matches. If Knight gets 3 more matches over Giga Chad, it will be their crown instead of Giga Chad. I mean, here I am representing Knight, so of course I would want that to happen. But we'll see, and in an hour we are going to sit and watch every single game from the Knight screen. I think we've got like 2.5 minutes between each game or something, so it's like 2 minutes between each game. So we'll be able to watch every game as the next results come in, and then we'll hopefully see how much points Knight scored. Then we'll come back, look at the ranking, and see if there was enough to win. I don't have a screen from Giga Chad, so I wouldn't be able to like showcase their games. In fact, is it possible? Is it too soon to open this? I don't know. You know what? I know it's locked. I know no one can make changes. Yeah, I don't know if I'm allowed to leak the teams yet. I think I'm okay to leak the teams, right? Am I okay to leak the teams, guys? You can't make any changes now, right? I'm hoping someone from Knights is going to tell me yes or no. If they do, we can already see who's up against who. I'm just going to do it. I'm pretty sure you can't change. Yeah. Call Mika. He can leak us his teams. I haven't leaked the teams yet! Stop, don't call Mika. Sod it. Alright, I'm gonna do it. Boom. So the teams are already out. There you go. It is going to be Zach versus Ardon, so hopefully that's going to be a very interesting matchup. You've got a very cool looking Shido team. Pretty standard Shido looking team here versus a pretty standard Shido looking team here. A very interesting choice in RU defense. But this is that top 3 team, isn't it? So they'll be repping that. That's a very stable team from Ardon. Yoma versus Blaze J. Again, pretty standard stuff. Versus a movie team. A movie team on... Oh, no, that is Kickoff. That is Blaze J away. I don't know why I thought that was... Okay, you know what? That's a very standard team for Kickoff. As you can see, I have pretty much opted for the same Kickoff team. So, Yoma and I have exactly the same team in exactly the same position. That is the team I'm going to be running. That is that meta movie team at the moment. And then I'm up against a White Rayo team, which makes absolute sense because that's typically the best line of defense versus a team like this. Probably going to be a tough one for me. We'll see. Right, Pedro versus Javi, which again looks interesting. I think what you're going to find is a lot of the teams that are running home or KO are running that movie team. If they're not running the movie team, they are typically running that top 3 team, which in this case we're not. So interesting. I'm kind of curious to see what my opponent's power is. Of course he's hiding his power. I don't know why I thought I could sit and look at that. Either way, it would be very interesting to see. Oh wait, unless is that his... Right, he's pretty much the same power as me. Like, he can clearly train well. Let's be real, he can clearly train well. He's a very strong opponent. And then I'm just going to scroll down to the captain match. We do have Mika, the absolute living legend, versus Silence, who is fantastic as a player as well. Like, might as well give him a giant shout out as well. Fantastic opponent. So it's gonna be, that one's gonna be a very close game. Badger's gonna have some very close games over here. Emil's really good, but Badger's pretty solid too. Silence again against Mika, so they actually get to face off twice. So we're gonna look forward to that game. That's gonna be a clash of skills there, and yeah, all in all, it's gonna be a very interesting game. Jakub's gonna have to face Trebu, which is the opponent I have, but of course he's gonna get the harder team. Let's see how this goes, man. Let's see how this goes. In the meantime, shall we do some training? I feel like we should do a training, and I haven't done like a real TTP-based training. I've been training for a lot of other stuff. So, boys, what do you guys want? Carl Mika, my favorite Giga Whale. Mika is my favorite Giga Whale too. Boys, who are we training? Give me some names. Because we got to kill the next hour. Movie Nagi, let's do it. I'll make a poll. Anything else? Because if not, I'm just going to have a poll of 1. Movie Nagi? You know what? I'm down. We don't even need a poll. Marios, let's do it. Yeah, fair. We're not doing Bachi. All right, let's do Movie Doggy. Let's do it. We're doing it fun anyway. Funsies. All right. Where are we at? Hit the record button now, Hyken. Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome back to Like Post video. Today we're going to do some training, and it's time to go and train our movie Nagi. We're going to be training for TTP. We are going to be training for just trying to get the highest possible number. Hopefully, we're going to hit a new personal record. So let's go give that a good go, shall we? This is requested by Marios and by Bala. So yeah, they're over there. You can go say hi to them. Right, let's go and pick Kick. There we are. You can't run Nagi if you've already got Nagi on there. I guess we just need Rin for the mix. So we'll add Rin to the mix, and then I think as far as support cards go, I really like this card for the speed it adds, but in reality we probably don't need it. We could take that. Where's the other card? There we go. That's the one, right? Yeah, that's the one. 13 combos. I'm pretty sure that's the card I want to add. Kick power boost. Yep. And yep. I think that's the... Oh, it also links with that. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's definitely the card I want to add in the meantime. So, there you go. That's our kick power comp. Let's see what we can do. We're pretty much going to only take the kick tiles. I just want to also train him. So I want to see the team. Yeah, no, fair. That's the comp I'm using. I'm going really hard on the kick here. We're not training him for skills. We are training him specifically for power here. So it's 77k, not a bad start. 4 inspirations. Hopefully one's going to be 300%er. Ooh, little tech tile there. I'm going to take this still. Alright, up to half a mil already. Up to half a mil already. Okay, 133k. Nice to see. Yeah, I mean, the idea is to add as many kick units as you can with as higher special lecture bonus and as many links as you can. The more constant you get, the better. That's pretty much just never changed. You like to see Zantetsu run? I'm down. Would you like to see Zantetsu as a physical or as a speed unit? Because right now my Zantetsu's physical. Borrow heart. 60 million kick. That would be a new record. For me, that would be a new record. I don't have the Shido cards, so... Alright, let's do this. I'm annoyed that we've already lost the special aura. Maybe we get lucky and get a gold aura. Hey Ken, I was wondering if you could show me your match history in the tournament. Kiros, we are absolutely going to cover... We are going to cover the tournament as it sort of airs. I'd have to look at match history. I'm not even sure. I haven't done many matches. Also, I've been putting a lot of different teams in. So run physical Zantetsu. I personally run physical Zantetsu. It's because my speed gear is really bad. Because my speed gear is so bad, it just made more sense for me to run physical Zant. And he does get a decent amount of speed from there anyway, but... I am definitely better kitted to run physical. I've got all the sort of new physical cards, whilst I don't even have a full set of 3 speed gear. Imagine having any gear at all. Fair. Okay, fair. I think, yeah, I'm blessed. Yeah, okay, yeah. Kiros, we're going to be doing Gigaland versus Knights. We are doing Gigaland versus Knights in less than an hour. So you could see the highest echelon of teams then. Wait, again, I just remembered some people were saying, Yes, I forgot to mention the World 5 buff. This Friday should potentially be the World 5 buff. The World 5 buff is interesting because it means that the World 5 team is going to be playable. But honestly, it's not the best buff in the world. It's good though. It's going to be a meta team for a bit where you could just run Dada Silva, Adam Blake, Loki, Pablo, and Luna, which is going to be fun. Also, all the cards are getting face cards, so they're going to get I think it's ×6 or ×7 multipliers on those cards. So training is going to be a little bit better as well with them, which is I mean it's a very minor buff, but it's still welcome, Right, we take that. It's a 7 mil kick. We're not doing too well. How much time would you say it will take to oh, okay, for Sai to come? We're probably still like 8 months out, man. We're quite a bit out. 6 months? No, maybe like 6 months actually, not 8 months. We're probably about 6 months away from Sai. Yeah, I'd say about 6 months. Yeah, one for each of them. For Kick Tech, I have to. Oh, fair. Bro, I've spent money on red gear. You gotta remember that. And even then, my red gear's trash. My red gear's actually pretty trash. Like, in comparison to Mika's gear, and there's like a couple of other players, my red gear's seriously trash. I need to put more into the red gear, but I also want to go free to play. So, I want to go free to play until the game starts doing stuff. You got every red gear. Damn, Yuko. You know what it is? The game's starting to become stupid expensive. Like, let's be real. I think everyone agrees with me here, right? Everyone must agree with me that the game's becoming silly expensive. I'm gonna take this here. You're free to play, so I don't know. Yeah, that's fair. No more reroll. Dude, I've got no more reroll tickets either. And it's so hard to reroll anyway. It's so expensive to reroll. They need to fix that. They need to give us more reroll tickets. Absolutely need to give us more reroll tickets. I mean, I could whine about this game a lot recently. Firstly, I feel like unless you're maxing characters, you are slowly falling behind now. It's like you either max a character or the character's not good enough. Red gear is just too expensive half the time. There's a lot fundamentally wrong with the game right now. Like I'm invested for this one tournament. Beyond this, I'm actually gonna chill. And I know Otoyo and Karasu's coming out not too long. We're getting a limited June Kuni. I'll be honest, if the game doesn't fix itself, I'm not investing in any of it. Straight up, balls in their court. Ooh, big card. Big card, big result. I'm just hoping more people would do it. I'm hoping more people would not spend until they seriously like give us what we want. Which isn't even anything bad. We just want the game supported better. I don't know, give us back 100p, I'll take that. Right. Aggressive dribbling. We're up to 13 million kick. You said that we could get to 60 mil. That's what we need to aim for. Bala, I don't think you're mega underpowered. I think you're just looking at the top players who are just spending too much in reality. Yeah, like they give us 10k Valentines, but they can't for Annie. Bro, stuff like that just tick me off. They should be giving away a lot more gems. What's the downside of people having characters? Like, honestly, what is the downside of people enjoying the game? Who knows, maybe they'll spend some more on this game if they get some characters for free and then feel invested in the game. I don't see the way they think, honestly. It's just utterly atrocious the way they think. Main thing that makes me peeved is that JP gets loads compared to us. Well, even if they matched it, it's I think it's now proven that we're not trying to catch up to JP at any point. I don't see how they would do it. They would need to give us ridiculous amounts of pity. I feel like you also need to cater for a Western audience differently than you do in JP. Like, I'm not going to say that we're more cheapskates, but we are. I feel like Japanese players, without being so... I don't want to sound rude, but Japanese players sort of just keep spending. But Europeans and Americans, I just feel like the rest of the world's a bit more conscious about what they do. So you're not going to get $300 every week out of players. It's kind of a pee take. I think reducing what it is that, you know, you want from players would be a good start. If you want more players to max characters, you're going to want to bring those max characters down to like under $100. Simply put. Oh, JP Brothers spend on every gacha. That's what I'm saying. They make more from the JP than all the other countries together, I bet. They actually make about 10 times more. JP Blue Lock makes about 10 times more than what Global Blue Lock makes. That was the last time we sort of got to see figures. I think JP was making like 2.5 mil a month, whilst Global was making like half a mil. It was something silly like that. Like, I think it was on release month or whatever, Global made like half a mil, whilst JP made genuinely like 2.5 mil. It's not even close. Like, it's really not close. You always think of Dragon Ball? Wait, in the top 20, the top 50 gachas, all of it is JP LOL. Oh, is it? You saw how much they made, and it's mainly from two mobile games. Dokkan and... Oh, fair. Yeah, no, the DBZ games did really well. If you do go into the top 50, Blue Lock is on the top 50 grossing games. Which tells you how much they make on this. But they still have to change their global strategy. By changing it, they will only make more money. Rather than trying to milk 10 players out of, like, a lot of money, they should be looking to milk 200 players out of, like, less money. And that way the game will stay competitive. And people will enjoy it a little bit more. And they will still probably make more money. Like, it's not a bad business decision to make things a little more accessible. It will just keep the mid players in, which will hopefully then keep the free-to-play players in too. Right, we are doing this run. It's up to 22 mil. I'm gonna need some big turns here, man. Some seriously big turns. Two shots. That's really annoying. Let's take that. I think the highest grossing game of all time is Puzzle and Dragon still, isn't it? Or is it one off? It might be one off. Guys, have you seen how much money they've poured into GTA 6 as well? Like, no one's talking about it, but the amount of money they've poured into GTA 6. It's supposedly over $2 billion. And it's going to be the first $100 game. Like, console game. Crazy stuff. But I respect the hustle massively. Right, come on. Big multiplayer here. Highest with Genshin, you assume? No, you got to remember, Puzzle Dragon's been around for years. Genshin did alright. I don't think it's... I don't think it's as high as you think it is. Genshin did well, though. I don't know if Genshin did better than, say, Pokemon Go. Because when you think of cash cows, just look at Pokemon. They are like the ultimate cash cow. Anything Pokemon sells, man. It's funny because there are also some random JP gacha games nobody's heard of. and they just have huge JP crowds. Bro, Japanese people just have money, man. Honestly, the average income there is really high, and most of them just sit and work all day. They have virtually no free lives, so burning money in games is genuinely a thing for them. Additionally, there is like a whole, no one's getting girlfriends and whatnot. So this is all they do, honestly, and it's like a large population of them as well. Genshin consistently makes 30 million per month. Jesus. Pazudoro? Huh? Okay. Hey, Pistachios, how you doing? I've just got my leg up, so I'm just like, just vibing, just chilling. Trying to hit a big number. We'll get to 30 mil. That's kind of cool. Genshin's around 2021, made an average 5.8 million a day. That's ridiculous, isn't it? If you look at the top 50 gachas since it's been released, it's insane. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Crazy numbers, even then they couldn't get 1 million on their first hours. Really? Wait, even them couldn't give us one free multi. That's true. Listen, I remember playing Genshin. I played it for about a few months. And I remember maxing Klee. Klee was my go-to unit. I maxed her, full constellations. And I loved Genshin for a while, but yeah, it got boring pretty quickly. Like, kudos to those who still play it. It was just it's just very heavy for a mobile game. I prefer more of this. I am excited about the Haikyuu game coming out at some point. If you remember the whole 1-star rate in the game in Play Store, because no, I heard about that. I heard about that. Everyone gave it a 1-star rating until they fixed the game. Was there also like a whole van thing? I remember there being vans. Was that for Genshin or was that for a different game? You can just Google how much it made since launch. You'd be shocked. I'm assuming it's in the billions. It was for Genshin, yeah. My girlfriend absolutely loved Genshin Impact, so I got to see a lot of it. 6.3 billion since launch is crazy. I wonder how much Rise of Kingdoms makes. Does anyone have a number on how much Rise of Kingdoms makes per month? Should we Google that? Get my foot down. At least $2 billion. It makes about 20 million per month. Okay, fair. So Rise of Kingdoms revenue made about 20 million a month. It's generated over 3.5 billion in revenue. So actually, it is less than Genshin. Wow. It's just ridiculous, right? Because my brother plays that game religiously, and like the whales that play that game is crazy. You've got footballers playing it. You've got like huge businessmen playing it. There's such like huge whales playing that game, and it's such an ego trip of a game as well. So HSR made 100 million this month. For... Which one? What's HSR? Am I being HSR? I don't know what game that is. Give me the full name. Oh, Honkai Star Rail. Jesus. Honkai made that much? That's another one that my girlfriend played a lot. She played a lot of Honkai as well. Right. Last turn. Or last phase, I should say. I don't think she ever played Woover. You played Genshin Withering Waves. Yeah, I don't think she ever played Withering Waves. She did play Genshin and Honkai though. She loved both. 22 million this month. Seriously, we need to make a game that's like that and just make some money. 22 million, you're talking crazy numbers, man. How do I make 22 million a month? Guys, I'm open to suggestions. How much is my OnlyFans going for again? Open world gacha game is crazy to make though. Yeah, it's true. OnlyFans. Bro, we need to make an OnlyFans. Let's make an OnlyFans where I just dress up as like anime characters. Nothing naked. You know, because we want to be PG. God, I'm already tired. How am I going to stay up for this tournament? My body's already like, go to sleep. You'll spend all my all your savings on my OnlyFans. Love that. I feel bad though, man. If I found out that was real, I'd feel bad. It's not refunding you. Boys, ignore me yawning. Ignore me yawning. We're gonna persevere. We're gonna push through. Today we're gonna push through. I'm gonna do the tournament and then we're gonna probably go straight to sleep, but we're gonna push through. Hofu, how you doing? The tournament be like, I'm probably gonna be Dalton. Let's go, boys. Can we just give a massive hello to Dalton, the longest serving member of the community? People who actually get are sad. Wait, why? What have I missed? Something's not making sense. My mind is not making sense. Help. The funny thing is, Dragon Ball Dokkan came out in 2015. Makes almost the same as Genshin. That's ridiculous. Alright, let's finish this off. So, the final number is probably like 47 million, was it? Maybe 48? Maybe. Okay. 47. Damn it. Right, YouTube, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Well, alright, chat, what's going on? Let's follow chat. Scott saying, hello Hyken, I can't wait for the Haiku game. It's gonna be more expensive than Blue Lock. Is it actually gonna be more expensive than Blue Lock? I hope not. I really hope not. Who's the most meta unit in the game? Ooh. Most meta unit. This is so tough because the meta is... I don't think there is a meta unit. There's a lot of good units. I don't know about meta unit. Again, it's time to join Tempest after the tourney. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know, it depends. We'll see how things go. I can't betray my knights, boys, man. Dalton, maybe we get you into knights. Just saying. Right, for meta unit. I mean, Sakurasagi already sort of past its thing. It's a if you want a meta unit, Sakurasagi is meta, but it's difficult because it's limited and you've already missed the sort of wave on that one. Other units. The meta units are probably going to be these. So you've got your your movie Rayo, your movie Nagi. They're very strong at the moment, so they're definitely good. This Shido's pretty solid at the moment. Again, it's hard to... You can't pinpoint one. I would never pinpoint a single unit. It'd be multiple. This RU is very good at the minute, but I wouldn't call it like meta. I think right now, if you're going to be maxing any unit, just get the Rayo and the Nagi maxed. If you could do that, that'd be a great start. The movie characters for now just feel good. Mario's still saying the movie characters. Movie, then you say Cross. No. I would say Cross and Otoya before the movie. Cross and Otoya are going to be very, very powerful. But they're not coming out for ages. They're not coming out for ages. I say ages, like 2-3 weeks. He needs another Mitoma banner. Do we? I'll be honest. I think we've had enough Mitomas. You love my videos, Hafu. I love you, man. Thank you. Oh, you meant like a release one? Would be cool if they added Kaiser. Kaiser's not coming for ages. I mean, JP doesn't have Kaiser yet. Right now, JP's latest releases are still Bacchus and stuff, man. They're just about finishing the under-20s, so... Oh boy, not a new Mitoma. Bro, I don't want any more Mitomas. Although Mitoma's birthday is coming up soon. Let's have a look. When is Mitoma's birthday? Mitoma birthday. The 20th of May. Boys, Mitoma's birthday is on the 20th of May. So, you know. Yeah, okay, can you train Isagi? Of course I can. Why not? Focus, do you want... Jesus, I'm not going to stop, am I? Do you want Isagi as an intel unit or a tech unit? 500 fake gems, whoa. Loki's a good character, he's about to get buffed. Loki is about to get buffed, so he'll be a little bit better, but I wouldn't go trying to max him exclusively or anything. Intel, please. Alright, we'll do an Intel run. Why not? Hello, I'm a French player and I have 22 million team power. It's good. I'll download in January. Yeah, no, that is absolutely a good place to be. 22 million, I assume, is a free to play. Since January is a very, very good place to be. Meteos, I think you're doing absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Oh, look at me not logging out of Steam. You're going to get a bunch of Steam notifications. I've got to close all that. Right. Normally I'm really good at closing all my Steam and stuff. New players have better power than me. I mean... It's RNG, bro. You just started the game about 3 days ago and your team power is 10 mil. Sorry, what? Tyler, are you spending money? Because that's abnormal. I guess maybe it isn't abnormal. If you've got some decent friend units, it's probably not the worst, right? Like, just by partnering up with some of these guys, these tiles are so powerful. You're a free to play. You've probably just got good friends support, right? You're doing good friends. Right, should we do a Isagi run then? I won't record. I'm too tired. I'm gonna be yawning the whole time. So right. In fact, give me 1 sec. Let me turn my camera off for just a second. Because otherwise you guys will see me on boxes. You know how that goes. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get my fan in here. It's too hot. I'm doing everything in my power to stay awake. That means making myself really cold. Right, fan. Got it. I'm Heiko's #1 fan. That's what it's saying. Boys, can you hear my fan in the background? Because I hope not. Hey, oh, Heiko doing a striptease. Yeah, you missed it. The camera was off. I don't know why. You missed my striptease, boys. What's happening? Right, let me follow the chat. You don't cash play, you just train. That's absolutely fantastic. With 4 modes in... Wait, are you playing JP, Mutos? Oh, dude, if you're playing JP, that's 22 mil you like, right? JP's crazy these days. You can't hear it? Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I had to make sure. I've also went and got myself a drink as well. Because I can do 2 things at once. I can bring a fan and get myself a drink. So I'm going to put myself a glass of Mogu. fun. I'm giving myself sugar today so I can stay awake for you guys. Yeah, that's the commitment. For those of you wondering what I'm drinking, does that work? Let's see. There you go. It's a peach jelly drink. Yeah, because I'm a giant child and I get a jelly drink. Since since when was I in your room? Yeah, dude, I've got Bala just going, whoo. My biggest fan. You got the movie card 85. Ooh. Dude, once you get that to once you get the Nagi to 100 as well, or even the SSRs, you're gonna feel very happy. The SSRs are really strong. Right. So, I can't. Okay, I forgot who asked me to do the Asagi run, but I will just refer to you as the guy that asked me to do the Asagi run. So if I was training Asagi in tech, which I'm not going to, the comp I would use is this. I would go like this to train him in tech, but we're not going to train him in tech. We're going to train him in intel. So, sorry, there we are. My intel comp is going to look slightly different. That'll do. My intel comp's going to look something more like this. Wait, do we use Nico? I can't remember if we use Nico. Yeah, we do. We like Nico. I'm pretty sure we don't use this. We use... We could go here. I think we go there. Or was it this one we ran? I can't remember if it was this one we ran. God damn it, it's been so long since I've run Intel. It's genuinely been so long since I've run Intel. It is... I could run that. That's definitely viable. Does this give Intel support? You got Sakura Saga 100 as well. Man, when was the last time I ran Intel? Seriously. Let's run that. That's probably me running Intel. That feels about right. Of course, we could change this into... This could easily change, and we could run movie just to get slightly better tiles. Then we could always run the movie card as well. To increase your character power, you should train them in the stats they are. Yeah, exactly. Alright, let's run this. This seems like a decent Intel start. Right, Intel gear. Boom. So in gear, I want to prioritize, let's see, gears that have specifically the boost stat, which is what I'm looking for. Not that. Oh, it is that, but also it's here. Mental imagery to intelligence. That's what I'm looking for in my gear. I only have one that does that. And a star card. I don't know what to use. I just went with it. Marius, I really don't remember how I train Intel. One sec. I'll figure it out. Give me 1 second. That one. Yeah. Oh, I do run Nagi. I genuinely run Nagi. That's why. I am a noob. I haven't trained Intel in so long. Actually, let's have a look. Okay, another way I like to train is I like to come into here and look at what other people are running. So let's have a look here. Let's see. Oh, look. Potentially Intel. Pold, are you running this as Intel? Let's see. He is. What does he run? Oh, look at that. He's run the same thing I have. And people giving me grief. We could run Pold's build. Shall we run this? It's worked wonders for him. If I don't have me turn thing. Wait, what's going on? if you don't have them, who's your replace for? Pretty much anyone that has intel. Or if you don't have anyone that has intel, you could run things like Shido, who have the highest possible lecture bonus. So look for just really high lecture bonus at that point. I might just try run this comp. Let's see what Pol's gear's like. Okay, that's why he's got 24% there. He's got 20% there. And he's got 34%. Dude, his gear is on point. That's why his flipping card's so high. He could have done anything and made that card high. Mucho, let's have a look at you. Who are you running? Similar team. I bet he's got great gear as well. 20%. I got 32% and 24%. See, this is what I don't have. I don't have the boosts. If you have the boost, your numbers are going to go crazy. I would say you get at least 20k this run. Yeah, if I run like that. Do you think you can look at my team and advise you? Meteos, you can post your team in... go to the Hyperplays Discord. It's currently on the pinned section. And post it in Blue Lock General. And I'll try to have a look at some point. If I don't, someone on there will. That I can guarantee you. There's lots of cool people on there. Dude, again, I bet you his gear is fantastic as well. Yeah, 24%. Everyone's just got the boost stats, man. It's only me, I swear to God. I'm the only person without boost stats on his gear. It's so stressful. Is that drink working? I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm going through it, though. Right, let's give it a go. Right. Intel run! It helps when I don't click the wrong button. Boys, I don't think the sugar's helping me, man. It's making me more twitchy. Intel run! Whoop whoop. There you go. This is what the ROM people are doing, but they also have really cool Intel pieces, which I don't. So I'll show you what a normal run looks like when you don't have all the Intel pieces. Right, let's give this a go. This is going to feel more like a free-to-play run. Seriously, guys. Am I excited about GTA 6? Absolutely. I'm absolutely excited about GTA 6. They spent $2 billion on that game. I've not really played too many of the old GTAs, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to buy GTA 6. That's going to be fun. Alright, we'll check that. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna get some more of that drink in me. I shouldn't drink this much, but it's okay. Right. Ooh, 77k. We'll take that. Thank you, game. The X card's really good, by the way. Steveler. Hello, Ken. Good luck with your stream. Your mate Mucci. Hey, how are you doing? Has anyone ever told you have beautiful eyes? Look at me just hitting on everyone. I'll make you Ken a Cuban colada. I'm done. I'll drink. Just saying, GTA 5 made $1 billion in 3 days. Dude, GTA 5 is a game. GTA 5 was a very good game, and GTA 6 costing so much, I'm going to assume that's going to be like one of the last GTAs for a while. What's the difference in using a player on support or as a main? So, I assume by main you mean the person you're training. The support units are literally the units that you use to train the main unit that you're training. So, right now we're training Isagi, and we're using all the sports. You don't know. Okay. I can't have a strong coffee. I need to go sleep after this. Oh, to add players to team. I actually don't know what you mean. When you add players to team, do you mean the captain? Do you mean the captain spot? The captain spot is just the player that starts with the ball. Otherwise, it makes no difference where players are. Captain's just the guy you want to start with the ball. Assuming you have kickoff, by the way. Assuming you have kickoff in training. In training, you're just training, man. There's no thing to it. If you're training Isagi, then pretty much if you're training Isagi, let's say this is training info. So we're training Isagi. These are your support players. These are just the guys that are going to give you the stats. So if you come in, these are the stats that they're giving, like intelligence boost. You want them if you're training an intelligence guy, you want to come in and make sure that every single player is giving you an intelligence boost and is giving you lecture bonus. They're the only two stats that you're really looking for. Later on, you're going to be looking for constants as well. I used to redraw. Wait, I used redraws on boost rates. Went from oh, dude, I feel that. Dude, I feel that. That's my life. That's honestly my life as well. Yeah, focus. You just want to try and, like, you want to focus on the stat that you're doing. So if you're doing intel, you bring units that buff intel, and then you want to focus on, like, lecture rate and stuff like that as well, just so you can hit big numbers. If you want to hit the biggest numbers, you need a special lecture. So you probably already know this, but in case you don't, pretty much the special lecture, so you see the little special lecture icon, this is why I want lecture rate on intel cards, because I'm going to see that more and more often. Red Gear is going to make that happen for me. And then the pictures will all buff. So if, say, I've got Isagi here, that means I'm using Isagi's buffs to activate that. I'm using Nagi's buff onto there, and I'm using this card's buff onto there. So the pictures also play a part in the buffs you receive. The only buff that's constant is the constant buff. So if you've got, like, constant 15% intel, that means no matter what tile appears, you're always going to get that 15% intel. So other than constant, everything is based on the picture you see on the tile. Well, I have a bunch of C-slot ones and nothing else because everything else I've had to roll and I just keep getting bad rolls. Honestly, I keep getting bad rolls. My roll luck is ridiculous. Training Intel Friday's gonna be fun. I feel like at least someone's gonna max the Nico and I'm gonna end up friending him. So, who are we training today? Right now we're just training Isagi until the tournament comes out, which is in 12 minutes. I will probably stop this training run just for that tournament. Yeah, I use this with the friend player. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the way, man. Energize! No energize. Wait, you're gonna go talk on Friday? Battle, I love you to bits, man. I'm so happy I brought an electronic fan to support me throughout the rest of this stream. Right. We should really, like, get a Discord or something up so we can maybe talk about the games, so it's not just me talking. What do you mean by when you get inspiration from cards? Okay. So, let's say I pick this tile right now, right? There's no inspiration buffs on it. So if you come into... Oh, wrong button. Inspiration obtained. These are inspirations. Each one of this is an inspiration. So let's say I pick this tile. It's going to say, look, you've gained 3 inspirations. It was very quick, I know, on your screen. So we gained 3 new inspirations on that screen. Those inspirations are going to attach to random tiles. So if you come into inspiration list, maybe this wasn't here before. That's like maybe a new inspiration. You can get different rarities of inspirations. They're going to attach to certain tiles, and certain inspirations are better than others. So, for example, ignoring the fact that that's an X-type machine, a boost is always going to yield a better return than typically a stat, although 50% is quite low. If you want stats, you typically want these golden ones, which are always good. In my case, I want intelligence inspirations. So anything with intelligence growth or intelligence percent is going to feel fantastic. So again, we'll take this. Let's see if we can get a cool inspiration or two. We got only 2 times, so we got 2 new inspirations. Again, we'll look at the list, see if we can spot it. We probably got this EX chance rate up here, and there's probably a good chance that something attached to one of these that I wasn't aware of before. So again, that's just going to guarantee give me an extra turn, because, ooh, 5 new inspirations. So this is what we're looking for. That's all the inspirations are. But it's the RNG element of training, right? Because if you get lucky and get like 5 really good inspirations, your training run's going to be nuts. You ideally want to be able to manipulate those inspirations and manipulate the cards that they land on as well to yield the best possible return. But that takes stupid amounts of skill and luck. I'll show you as well this. So, hopefully we'll get an opportunity to showcase how to stat manipulate as well. Right, let's see what my next tile is, and I'll see if I can teach you guys how to stat manipulate. So, right, Sakura tile, fantastic. So in this case, it's just worth taking this tile because the only inspiration we have is a recovery one. So we'll just take it. That's pretty standard. Now, cards with inspirations on them stay. So until you take them, that card's effectively in the pool. So we can choose to not take them. Like in this case, we have a mental imagery training. Is that a boost? Stat boost. So that's a 50% stat boost. We could, in theory, not take this. Okay, we could, in theory, not take this. We could skip it and say take this one. In fact, we're going to do that. We'll skip it and we'll take this one, right? That means that this card is going to reappear next training or the one after that. And the pictures on it are going to change. So right now it's got the donkey card and it's got the EX card. There's a very good chance the donkey card's always going to be on there. So, right, let's take the middle one. And that same card should reappear, but with different face tiles on the bottom. Let's see if we can get one with like more intelligence on there. Yes, we can. So look, we got White Day Rayo, we got another intelligence card, and just look how much stronger that was. It was 110 roughly, wasn't it? The previous stats, because we got the 5 pictures, also 3 pictures on it, and these pictures are slightly better because all we had was an EX card. Now we replaced that with these 2 tiles. Look how much stronger that's made it. So what we've done is we effectively manipulated the tile to make sure it's a way bigger number. So face tiles affect the inspiration, absolutely. So when you see boosts, you want to make sure that you've always got good face tiles as well. And it will make a huge amount of difference. So again, there's no inspirations here. So there's a good chance we just ignore it and we just pick it because that tile might never appear again. So we don't care. So when you're training, you're thinking about all of these stuff. A lot of this comes sort of innately because we train so much. But okay, in this case, the EX tile, right? That's going to give you an all stat growth. But don't forget, if you have good face tiles, like in this case, we've got 3 face tiles. There's no reason for me to not take this. Like there's almost no benefit to me not taking this. So definitely we're taking this. But in the situation where we had this, but we only had 1 face tile, we would skip this and we'd go something like this and then come back to this when we have 2 or 3 faces on there. Because again, that would be much higher of a growth. The base growth will grow and then we'll get the extra stat bonus. In every situation, you don't always have to take the one with the 3 faces, but typically they are going to be the stronger tile. And especially when you're doing a hybrid training as well, it's really important to pay attention. So again, it's all intel units. It makes perfect sense to take this. Let's see if we'll get another situation. They will add cards like the new Shido card, but for tech. Yes, down the line. The next one's an intel one, though. So the next Shido-like card is intel. At the moment, you have 10k gems, and you're tempted to go for the red gear banner because you're holding off on a new chance to get a character. Pistachios, you're going to get 1 red gear. If you go for the red gear banner, you're going to get 1 red gear. It's your choice because of just how good red gear is. It's kind of worth it. But I'm almost tempted to say hold up a little bit longer if you can, in the hope that a more favourable banner does drop. okay, like in this scenario, we've got EX growth 360. Do we want... We could skip this, go to a different tile, and hopefully get 3 face tiles. I'm not going to, because I think 2 is sufficient. But again, it's things like that. We got 3 Intel characters almost in a row. We got Nico, we're getting an Intel SSR, and then we're getting Hiyori much later on. So... Give me a while since we get another Intel character. Oh, why didn't that take? There we are. I don't know, does that explain training? Like, is there any more questions on training? Because I'm happy to sit and explain it more. I probably need to get, like, a proper guide out for it. Take that. Game control's a nice skill. And boom, that's another fantastic card. Look at that. That's only a stat growth. Imagine that was a boost or something. That'd be nuts. I'll take 700% of that. The World 5 buff should be potentially on Friday. When the World 5 buff came in Japan. I think it was around this week. It was around this week last year, so it should be about this week now. I'm going to assume Friday we get the World 5 buff. Does training you choose increase the power of your character exponentially or not? Do you mean compared to like auto training? Auto training can yield just as good results. I personally like training manual though, because I feel like I'm in more control. And typically when you're picking tiles for many reasons, like as I said, the face tiles and like matching them to inspirations, plus also skills, manual's just a little bit better. Thank you very much for your content. I'm not a very good English speaker, but the French YouTubers do not talk about this game, so I understood it. Thank you. Oh, that's all good, you two. I don't think we have that much of a big French community. I wish there was a big French community. I know you, Yukon is French. But I don't know many other people, French people in the community. Alright, we could create a French part of the Discord if you guys want. If there's a lot of French-speaking people, we could do that. He can speaks French. I say baguette. Does that count? Your club has like 5 French people? Oh, fair. Well, there's some new French people here. We should probably, like, you know, integrate them and help them communicate. Alright, set that. Guys, we are going to probably wrap this training up just because it's just going to be easier to do the tournament stuff. You're surprised you found another Greek-speaking player in this game? Oh, fair. I mean, this thing, being an English-speaking person, my life is sort of super easy. We'll hit pause. We might come back to that. Guys, we've got 42 seconds on the first match. Should we record this? We should record this. Guys, I'm going to record this. Give me 1 second. Alright. Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome back to Like Blaze video. Today, we're doing something super exciting. Chat's over there, so we're going to be, you know, on stream as well. So I'm going to be communicating with them. But guys, we are going to sit and watch the finals of the league tournament. This is the final day of the tournament, and I've not been able to share any of it. But up until this point, as you can see, these are the top 6 teams. There is no risk of leaking teams because this is it. Once this is done, this is done. So I'm happy to share the teams. I'm happy to share the results. Let's go and watch game number 1. We've got 2 minutes until the next game comes out. And we can see immediately Zach with a 1-0 win over Ardon. Ardon with a fantastic powered team. Let's go straight into the replay. I want to have a look. We can run this on maybe ×2. Can we see my match history? I can load up my match history, but maybe after this, because this might... Well, if you have time, I'll try to load up my match history as well. So I'm going to put it on, say, ×2 speed, just so it was a little bit quicker. Right at the start, if you guys have never seen this before, it loads in all the like skills. So everyone gets the activation. As you can see, blue team has kicked off. That is the Knights boy, because we had kickoff on this game, if I'm not wrong. So immediately we get Tokimitsu trying to block, and Tokimitsu does. The ball goes up in the air, and it is the Rin who gets it. So ball is down. It's still with blue team. And Ryu is activating his ability. It's going to be probably a cool cross. No, ball's up in the air again, and the GOAT himself gets it. Let's go, Igarashi. Big cross, borrow on the end of it, and is that in? That is in, borrow 1-0. Now, we know for a fact there is no other goals in this game, but let's see how and why that happens. Red team is now attacking. Can we see what's going to happen? I mean, Takemitsu gets past Igarashi. Takemitsu shoots. Big block from the Bachira. And Shido with the response. How does Shido miss? No, the Shido actually recovers the ball. My bad. I thought that was the other team Shido. Again, we get the RU skill activation, and we are moving into cool time. It's going to be Bachira breaking through everyone. How does he not get a goal? Oh, Igarashi shoots. Ooh, okay. Interesting. There was an Igarashi shot there. What's going on in the chat? Alright, someone's put something. Douglas Hayes, hey Ken, you've been awake for 35 hours straight. Jesus, my guy, you need to go to sleep. I mean, I've been up since 6 AM and it's now almost midnight here, so you know, I've been up for a long time as well. But I want to get this tournament done, and then we'll probably go about going to sleep. But right, I'm gonna skip the rest of this game because it's gonna be back and forward. I want to see the stats at the end of this game. So let's look at the stats. Let's see why this happened. Let's try and break down like why this Igarashi was taking shots, and in comparison to why the Shido wasn't, right? So let's have a look at Igarashi firstly. I mean, fantastic little physical there. 23 mil. Actually only had one shot, one attack. Fair. This Borrow literally had one shot, one goal. So let's see what happened with Shido. That's a 62k Shido. Ultimately, 0 shots. There was 0 shots, but look at that physical on this boy. It's a very healthy amount of physical stats. 1 pass, 1 second ball. Shall I tell you why this Shido hasn't scored? I can tell you why this Shido hasn't scored. He's probably never gotten into position. When RU or anyone's made the correct crosses, he's just not gotten into position. Has he not had anyone crossing? Let's see. 1 cross, never hit the mark. There's a good chance he was never in position because his speed was probably not high enough. Let's have a look here. Look at the speed on this. He's actually pushed it to a mil, and that's going to be a big difference maker. I mean, he's missed a bunch of shots, but look how many shots he's taken in comparison. This is what I'm saying. Stats don't make a huge difference in the sense that you can have as much kick as you want. By just having that little bit of extra speed, he's actually getting into the box and connecting, whilst this guy's not getting into the box at all because his speed is so low. Additionally, but yeah, anyway, there you go. That's that. That's game 1 done. So that's a big Knights win there. Can we get a second Knights win? That would make me very happy. Damn, Blaze J with the loss there. It happens, bro. Honestly, the team with kickoff is typically going to do much better. Let's have a look at this, because this is a typical movie team. What's your win ratio? We'll have a look. We'll have a look. My win ratio isn't very good. I've sort of not had a lot of luck recently. By the way, the movie team is really, really strong. And I've not been using it throughout the tournament, so... Hiccups win ratio is 1 in 100. Yeah, pretty much. Listen, past tournaments I've had very good win ratios. This tournament, I'm not so good. Right, ball's up in the air, and it is the red team. That is the Knights boy. Boom. Nagi, big goal. Nice. Blue team on kickoff. I'm definitely more interested in just looking at the stats at the end of this. Oh, I will show you my win ratio after this. You don't see a lot of Isagi on teams. Sakura Isagi's on most defensive teams. Like, on most teams, he's a top tier defender. Second ball chance seems pretty strong. Second ball chance is very OP at the minute. You want to have as much cross interception and second ball chance as you can. Damn. This is definitely more of a intense match. Lots of skills being activated. Long leg, are you? Bro, this is the second time Nagi's picked up that ball. And that's the second time Nagi is... Ooh, big save. Taki Mitsu's going to get it, though. Big pass from Shido. And Igarashi blocked by Isagi. Again with the Nagi. The Nagi's getting every second ball. Big face block from Igarashi. And even with that, it still goes in. That's unlucky. But once you get the Igarashi skill going off, the fact that he didn't, you know, get what it is. Let's skip this because we know what the score is. We know that the red team wins. Ishido does score, but ultimately it comes down to the movie team just being slightly better. But it's damn, we skipped the stats. It's okay. Guys, you ready? I drew. Jesus. Wow, I suck. Okay. Luckily for me, Pedro doesn't. Can we watch the games live? We are watching the games live. It's just the games are a lot faster than... Like, the next game is about to go live in 27 seconds. Watching the replays is just about getting... Someone was asking my match history. There's my past record. Oh, not that one. Match history, there we go. There you go. So, I got a drew against Trebio, I beat Muichiro, I beat Loaf, I lost to Rix, and I lost to Beans. Day 1, I lost to Giga Chad, and that really hurt my feelings. But PXG also did be in. Luckily, I was able to beat my other game, PXG. I've not had a great tournament. I've honestly not had a great tournament. Beans, congrats, man. Honestly, Giga Chad shocked us day 1. They just knew what they were doing. Giga Chad just honestly knew what they were doing. Oh no! Oh no, we've just lost the vice captain match. I mean, the opponent that I was able to somehow get a draw against. Damn, that's a big one. Can we do Mutual's team? No. I'm not going into past games. I want to see this one. I want to see what happened here. PSG or Inter? I don't know. I mean, I like both teams, but realistically, I'd love to see PSG go and win the whole tournament. And not because they knocked out Arsenal, but just because they've never won it before. So I think it'd be really cool for them to go and finally win it. Like, them winning it would just be cool for them. But at the same time, I mean, I like Inter Milan. The fact that this is their second final in, what, 3 years? 2 years? Whatever it is. Like, they definitely deserve it. They deserve to be where they are. Honestly, as a neutral, I'm going to be watching that game with hype. The goalkeeper with a big save. I don't know why my Rayo shot there. I'd appreciate him not shooting. And passing to Nagi. Good block from Sakurasagi. And the Raichi gets the second ball. Fair. Kuni, that's a goal, right? Kuni's guaranteed goal. Yeah, Kuni's a guaranteed goal. Rayo's thirsty for goals. You may be. Maybe. Wait, how did the Kuni one look in? Kuni shot hit the post. Yeah, I just noticed. Mentally, I wrote that one off, but it did hit the post. Raichi. Man, it is just neck and neck. I mean, he's definitely got the advantage throughout most of this. I feel like my team's playing quite bad. I've sort of been lucky for for this not to be more in his favor. I don't know, man. I haven't quite got this meta on point this tournament. My team is defending. Damn it. Oh, and he hit the post again. We take that. I tried... I think if you look at my match history, I tried 4 different teams. So I've tried 4 different teams in like 5 games. So that tells you everything you need to know about how much I got this, you know, down. I mean, we did score 1 there. We're going to concede 1 pretty quickly, which doesn't help. I mean, the fact that I scored first is crazy. Because he should have scored ages ago. I mean, he finally gets it, and that's pretty much with the last kick of the game he gets that goal. That is the last kick of the game, isn't it? So his goal comes with the last kick of the game. I somehow play awfully, get a single goal early on. Yeah, my borrow gets 1 goal early on, and honestly, I don't think I had many shots. Nagi didn't do anything. Zantetsu didn't do anything. Literally, my team had a total of 2 shots. There was 1 here, and there was 1 missed one here. I had 2 shots in the game. One of them was a goal. On the flip side, he had 1... I'm sure he had more than... There's 2, 3, 6, 9. He had 9 shots to my 2. And I lost a last-minute goal. I should have lost that game by a margin, but didn't for some reason. It is what it is. Let's see where the Knights boys are doing. I'm really hoping this is now moving into our favor. Oh, God damn it! Do I have to refresh? Ooh. We may need to refresh. Next game's in 50 minutes, 50 seconds even. That means we've had a bunch of draws, right? 0-0 here, 1-1 here. Right, can TJ get a big win for us right now? I would love a big win. Also, what's happening with the Giga boys? Giga, how is it going for you guys? I guess I'd be curious to see how Giga's doing. Annoyingly, we can't check that yet, can we? I feel like they're probably doing quite well. I wonder if ranking displays it yet. Not yet. So we're not going to be able to see it until after the tournament. TJ will pull through. I don't know who he is, but let's go. Yeah, I hope so. TJ is absolute living legend. I'm hoping he does pull through. TJ absolutely did pull through with a giant 3-0. Dude, I'm telling you, TJ's a beast. For those of you who don't know, TJ's an absolute beast. Knights 5 doing great in Cancun right now. You guys enjoying your holiday? Fair. 17-6 or something along the lines of, damn. 17-6 is a very respectable score. Ask the K2 members. Yeah, it's probably going bad then, right? So I assume Giga is absolutely crushing at the moment. K5 on margaritas. I guess I could ask. I'm trying to get news on K2. It's 26. Seriously. Wow. Okay, so this tournament is over, right? Unless that's K2 for some reason winning. This is over. With that sort of scoreline, Knights isn't catching up, so... Oh, we still got a couple games. Let's see where this one goes. I want to see if Destiny can do it. Destiny's a big guy. He's got this. I hope. I could dream. 16 seconds. I almost want to join, like, the Knights voice chat. Oh, it is 26. Flip. Yeah, okay. Boys, Giga Chad, congrats, man. All I'm saying is congrats. Hey Ken, you gotta go to school tomorrow, but thanks, really helped. Anytime, Tyler. Don't worry, I'm probably gonna wrap up after this as well. I need to go to sleep, so I wanna go sleep at a reasonable time. I'm hoping this tournament sort of wraps up quickly. Ooh, okay, the VP match is up next. We are Gangland. Big win. Big win from Gangland. 1-0. I mean, looking at the teams, again, it's a movie team. Just got a clean win against this. Fair. Mika potentially. This is going to be an interesting match. I'd be interested to watch this one. Hey Ken, how about? Wait, I can't get. Dude, my girlfriend is going to genuinely kill me. Like, I told her that I'm going to do this, so I'm going to go sleep late, and she gave me bombastic side eye. She was like, "You need to get your ass to bed because you got work tomorrow, and you might get sick." Good night, Marius. After RU, Jess, it's Nico. We're getting Nico next. Seriously, I got proper bombastic side-eyed. She was like, "You better go to sleep." And I'm like, "Okay, boss." By the way, 3 mil thanks to Red Scout. Wait, is 3 million thank you, Scout, worth it? Pistachio, I got lucky and got a red gear, but you might not get lucky. I can't promise that you'll get lucky. In sport, gonna go crazy with the new unit. The in-support would go crazy. Game is dead. I mean, my feelings are hurt. I don't know the game is dead though, let's be real. There's no saving it. Can we see if Mika won in 5 seconds? Mika did go with a big win. I want to see how that game went. 3-1 in the end. Mika's definitely one of the players that have really got this sort of on point. He definitely understands the meta well. Oh, Destiny Ordon again. Oh, that's not Ordon. It's a different person. 23-6. 18. So you've got an 18-point difference. We've got a 3-point difference. It's over, bro. I'm telling you, congratulations to Giga Chad. Massive congratulations to Giga Chad. Unless K2 decide that they're going to win the captain's match and the VP match for some reason. Which I don't think they will. They'd have to win everything. Mika's carrying knights, meantime the others slacking. Absolutely. No, you know what? It's not fair on Mika. He's actually had a great tournament. But it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. Wait, how's Psy's game going? How's Psy number 1 doing? Because, listen, if Giga Chad's already taken rank 1, does Knights get rank 2 at least? Because for all we know, Psy number 1 might genuinely just go 56-0. They could just smash PXG. Like, Psy is a good enough team to go and do that, so never know. Alright, Destiny, come on, you got this. Let's make that 17-11. Or not. Draw from Destiny. Even if we win the remaining, what, 3, 6, 9, 19 points, 23 points technically. If we won every single game, we'd get 23 points. I don't know what the score on Giga is right now. 31-6, damn. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're not winning that. That's cooked. That's cooked. If it's 31-6 on the other side, cooked. Because the most points we can get is 23. That's plus 23, I mean. And they already had an 8-point lead on us, so yeah. Bro, it's cooked, man. I smell it. Knights 2 getting ragdolled. Yeah, it seems like it. That does mean it's over. Absolutely over. They're going out right now. Wait, are they? Is Blue Lock dying? Yes. Man, am I gonna have to look at the global chat? Wait, what's happening in global chat? I don't see anything in global chat. Wait, this? I'm on the PWC global Discord. There's nothing on there. I just see some GGs. Alright, now I'm starting to see some messages. Now I'm starting to see some messages. Saw some videos of the game, like, to pass the dream. This game doesn't really do that. This game really is just a training simulator. Ah, it is what it is. Boys, the fact that we're still 14-1, all the draws aren't helping. It is what it is. When the horse derby comes out, it's going to be crazy. Yeah, that horse game everyone's really excited about, man. I don't know why everyone's excited about it, but fair. You know what's cool, though? We've had a different winner in every tournament so far. Every tournament's had a different winner, right? Like, no team has ever won 2 in a row. Which is probably a good thing. It does show that there are good teams out there. I mean, of course I wanted to win, but... I only had that Elaine Challenge Cup winner title. I mean, dude, I don't have a winner's title either yet, so don't worry. Next tournament for me. Hopefully where I'll get the meta a bit better. Or get lucky with some of my rolls. Is that another draw? That is another draw. K5 on the come up. Yeah, I mean, I might need to come join K5. Join that comeuppance. But GG to Giga, honestly, they played a really good tournament. They've absolutely smashed pretty much all the opponents they faced. They've just smashed. Knights ended up drawing. Dude, we drew so much. Yeah, Uma Musume is the one people are talking about. I think that's definitely, that rings the bell. Or a bell. Boys, do I just call it there and call it a night? Because I think we're done here. I think we're done here. I think we call it a night. Boys and girls, I'm going to go to sleep because it's done. Giga Chad, absolutely congratulations. You guys fully deserve that. So go and celebrate. You guys did phenomenal. You're new champions of May, Tournament 4, whatever it is. Giga Chad. Well done, boys. Alright, I'm gonna go to sleep because, you know, I'd rather my girlfriend not kill me. So have a wonderful rest of your night, and I will see you all on Friday. Bye. Oh yeah, let the shit talk begin. Absolutely. Go nuts on the global Discord. You guys deserve it. Peace.